Concessions.
Dun, 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 dun.
We got Irwin with Kaleidoscope Comedy. And then this morning, I turned 40 recently, and I woke up this morning, I was getting to come to work, and I was just thinking, thank you, Jesus, man. I get to talk to Tony Woods on a podcast today. That shit's unbelievable.
Boom shaka.
Sitting here from the Mecca of comedy in D.C., very well respected across all types of comedy genres. So super cool. Thank you for humbling yourself to be with us, bro. Got Chef Chris over here.
Hey, we started?
Yeah, man.
Oh, my bad. I
Welcome to the game.
No, I was looking for my pictures from Vegas because I met Ron Jeremy, but I didn't know he was.
We were talking about Ron Jeremy. All right.
Yeah,
I was out there for the
bring up those
for the
pictures.
Skank Fest. I'm
Skank Fest?
Skank Fest. It's Big J. Big J Orchestra, you know him?
Are you talking about
The
like
comedian.
ska, like the nice like
Big
type
J.
dancing?
I thought he
David.
Orison.
I know what you're talking about.
What's Big J's last name?
Get on there.
Orison,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
Get
something
on
like
there.
that.
Fact check.
From Philly,
Fact
yeah.
check.
So we did Skank Fest, and while we were out there, went to another comedy room, and and he was there.
Well, Tony, you know that Ron Jeremy, when he was leaving porn, he decided he was going to start doing comedy. Mm-hmm. And so what they did is, in order to help him with his comedy career, they started putting him into the porns, and he would be doing comedy on stage. And I was watching one because I had to see this, and there's Ron Jeremy doing porn. So all of a sudden they go to him telling porn, and then they shift over to a threesome on one of the bar tables. And I'm going, go back to the comic. I want to see the comic.
Wow.
I didn't take a picture of him.
Oh
Welcome
man.
back.
My bad.
It's all right.
I'm
Look,
with
that's
you.
how casual. That's amazing because you're very casual about your encounters with people that I'm awestruck by, and that's amazing.
But it was him and some other porn people from the 80s and 90s, and they were all together to add a comedy show, and and now
like
I
they
think
were having
about
a
it,
reunion type of deal?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, because I would take a picture with my favorite porn lady, but you don't want to go, yo man, let's take a picture.
Yo, man,
No.
you really know how to handle a
Yeah.
schwanz.
Yeah,
I really like your style, bro.
you be up in there.
yeah. Great moves, bro. Yeah,
you-
that's wild.
Hips don't lie.
You are a well-traveled gentleman, sir.
Oh,
A
yeah.
veteran of this United States military, too.
Yes, veteran. Yeah.
And you were on Rogan. It's crazy. You were on Rogan.
I did.
That's
I did.
cool.
Did Rogan? What was that? December 28th, but not the last one. The 28th. Of,
Right.
And I know Joe.
Now look at you. Here
know what I'm
you
saying?
are. The come up
yeah,
has
it's
been
crazy.
amazing.
I mean, I know Joe, and Joe was like, "Yo, man, you want to do the podcast?" And I'm like, well, it's in between Christmas and New Year's, and I usually
Family
Sleep.
time.
yeah, because I'm on the road all the time, so I'm like, I always make it a point not to do nothing between Christmas and New Year's. And he's like, he said, well, but, you just be in and out, and I'll see if I can work something. I said, all right. And that evening, I told a buddy of mine, his name is Seth McCullough, man. As a matter of fact, he passed away. Just passed away last year, and like all of a sudden. But I'm like, he's like, what? I said, yeah, that's my man, Joe. He goes, and he wants you to do what? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, podcast, because no disrespect, I do a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I didn't know his podcast was like the podcast.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle called me, go, man, listen, we'll get you in and out. You'll be right back. I'm like, all right, yeah. And so then I told Joe, I'm like, I didn't know this podcast was so big.
Yeah, it's huge, man.
Yeah, this one, I like this one too.
Hey, we're
Mr.
chilling,
Woods,
dude.
I gotta congratulate you. You're the first person to non-tangibly make his wiener wiggle.
Oh, that's
Was
good.
it Chappelle?
Chappelle and Rogan in one sentence. Like, I'm surprised he didn't pass out.
See, he always takes it too far, man. That's too far. See, I don't have any kind of desire
Well,
sexually.
Well, I like when I call.
And you're never mind. Sorry, we're gonna go off on each other. We got another chef back there too. Sid is the chef, and then you just talked about your boy just got
He's
culinary. It's like culinary moment in history right
Boom
now.
Shaka, yeah, man, and he just graduated in January or whatever. But he's always been eater, what they call foodie.
Yeah.
So I was being a fooder, and yeah. And I'm like, you should.
Fooder is
he
the
said,
new
but,
word.
But I'm a musician. I'm like, I
better than
know,
foodie.
but bang, that's also art, and he got into it and went to school and did better than everyone else in school, and like he didn't know he liked it as much as I know he liked it.
Right.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Do you learn it from like at home? Like
Well, yeah, my mom is an excellent cook, and people always say that they don't like to. I cook really well, but I don't adhere to like the directions.
right,
Which works with food, just don't work if you're hanging up a flat screen.
right.
Cause you hang up a flat screen, it's like, hey, what's this piece for? Bam!
When it comes to flavor, it's probably like comedy. You just mix it up, right?
Just mix it up, yeah, man. I'm like, this look like it might taste good. Put that in there.
So this is the first time we're having comedy at the Monument.
It is.
Yeah,
Ooh,
you're bringing heat. I mean,
that's what's up.
Isn't that funny?
you're in the
I
vault.
hope it is.
Come on, man. You love that.
I wasn't even listening.
And then
I lost you on that, too.
No, and Erwin always finds the best places. What's the restaurant you had in Waldorf? Is it like
Martinis?
Choo choos.
I don't know. Yeah, Martini.
Martinis is great.
Yeah, that was great. It was like, yeah, and then other places and now and last night I was at the Sandbox.
Sandman.
Okay.
That's okay. Sandbox, Sandman.
Whatever,
Sand
man.
Doing.
Sand.
Which is
One's a song, one's a kid's play toy.
It's a redone bank, just like this.
Really?
Yeah, it is. They got the vault, but they have inside their vault. They have like a bar, like like the liquor cabinet. I don't know, something like that. But it's brand new. It's nice, and the people who started don't do comedy because I was like, Cause it's a husband and wife, but they don't do comedy. Like, nah, we should do insurance, and then we did this. I'm like,
Damn.
yeah. It's like somebody with a brand new motorcycle, like a dope motorcycle. You go, hey, yeah. So how long you been riding? This is my first bike. Woo.
Yeah, it kind of is, man. It's
Yeah.
our first shiny bike.
Yeah. So
Throw it at 'em.
this is because you guys kind of hit me in the face today when you say, what kind of lights you want? What kind of mood you want? I don't know, because no one ever asked that.
Well,
Really?
No, it's funny. It's funny because I've worked with a lot of venues that do a lot of music, and then they want to do comedy, and they're like, and they'll ask questions like, well, where do you want the sound to be, and how do you want this? And I'm like, turn on the mic and walk away.
Yeah.
Right? That's it.
Yes.
Just turn on the mic and walk away. 'Cause that's we modulate ourselves.
And when musicians hang with us, they go, wow, this is your room by yourself? Yeah, man. Because, musicians go on the road, they sleep in the same room. And we got our own room, and we don't have to carry stuff. But they get more, what's it called? Let's see.
Well, what's the
What was that
line?
stuff we see back in the day?
Yeah.
Well, it's like what women will always say. They love a funny man, and they love funny men. They love funny men. No, you don't. You
Yeah.
like musician.
Yeah.
You
Musicians, yeah.
Pick up a guitar, you get laid.
Man, it was Eddie Murphy had a great bit about that. It was like, I can't.
Oh, you're talking about. He was talking about the band. What was the damn band?
The Bus Boys.
The Bus Boys.
And he would say, yeah, they get more puss.
They say when they
fish
come
don't
to
swim,
his house,
they
the
stop
fish stop
swimming.
swimming.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's funny. My brother, he's an amazing degenerate that definitely gave me a lot of inappropriate comedy matter at age 7. But that was like, so my brother was on his way home from Norfolk to some place in Baltimore. His car caught on fire, so he had to stay with my folks. And he gave me, because his car caught on fire, he gave me this, remember cassette tapes?
Yes.
Remember when they used to have the zip thing? You could get that.
I remember
Yeah.
8 tracks.
Like,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like you
remember
put
cassette
like
tape.
12 cassette
Yeah,
tapes. So he gave me one. It had like The Cure and The Smiths, but the three tapes or the 4 tapes that I got, or no, 3 tapes I got that really for me was Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, REM The Green Album, and then Richard Pryor's Greatest Hits and Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Yeah.
And so like that, like those things, like, so that's just funny, like how that clicks. So that was amazing, man.
I was telling, we're not name dropping, I'm just talking about people. And I was saying to Dave Chappelle the other day, I'm like, the only two guys I don't know. I said when, like people find out me and you cool, all that, but is Richard? I met Richard Pryor, but it's Eddie Murphy and Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I first started doing comedy, I remember this guy said, "Yo, man, you should do comedy." And on the base where I was stationed, like people would always quote me. If I say wooden dice, boom, and it might have been something funny. So every time they should say wooden dice, like that.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Murphy did his Delirious on HBO, right? And after that, everybody was quoting him.
I still quote that to this day.
Yeah.
My wife will get a green bell pepper, and the first thing I say is, "We got McDonald's at home," and then we talk about the green bell pepper sticking out the side of the hamburger.
And he said, "What did he say?" He said, "Now that's a fire." Like,
Now that's a fire.
somebody roll Charlie around. He'll be all right. Yeah, and
Yeah, man.
and just little snippets like that, and a guy was stationed where he says, "Yeah, man, you could do comedy because Eddie Murphy's on the cover of Time magazine with a red baseball cap." He said, "You could do that." I'm like, and he was telling me about all the comedians he knows. He said, "You not knows, but he's heard." He said Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy. He named someone else.
Mitch
Rob. No, this is Mitch is in high school at this time. Because I'm older than Mitch, so I know. Yeah. So, rest his soul. But anyway, so he says, and I'm like, "Oh, you think I'm funny to him?" He says, "No, stupid. I'm just saying you could." He says, "Because all those guys started probably being an asshole at work, just like you." I'm like, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Yeah, but anyway,
It's awesome, man.
I went to a comedy club in D.C. That's where we all started. Me, Dave,
Garvin's, right?
not Garvin's, a comedy cafe.
Oh, yeah,
Wanda
okay.
Sykes, Lewis. Did Lewis start there? Lewis Black?
I thought Martin did.
Martin did, but I was trying to mix up.
I don't know about Lewis Black.
was
Oh, you're
trying
trying to get some color out of the
I
color?
was trying to get. I was trying to mix it up. Yeah, Patton Oswalt. Let me see. Anyway, a lot of guys. And I was there in 1983, and I saw a guy named Kevin Lee, who's a juggler, and he dropped a bowling ball. And I was like, that is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Because, you always see jugglers on television, like, he's going to drop it. They never drop it. And he was juggling, and he, bam, dropped it.
Man.
And then Dan, the owner, came out, "Hey, you're going to fucking pay for that." And everybody's cracking up like, wow, like, that's good. You should be on television. But I didn't know he was a novice juggler. He's really good now.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
Kevin's great.
And Dan was gonna kick his ass. But we thought it was, and then it was so intimidating. They called my name and I didn't go on stage. And then the next day at work, the guy says, everybody said, "Oh, how'd it go?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was good. It was all right, And he's the one who goes, you didn't go up there.
What were you doing for work at that time?
I was in the Navy.
All right.
But I was not on a ship. I was stationed up in Annapolis at the Naval Academy. Yeah, but I wasn't a midshipman. I was just a Navy guy.
Man, whenever I worked at DC and in the Beltway or whatever, like just the natural energy of that place is just so many people full of shit next to people that were totally keeping it real all the time, and it's like that friction there just made working there really fun with the people that I got to meet and work with from that DC area, and they just had that energy.
It's politics.
Yeah,
That's one good way. That's the best word for it.
That's
Yeah.
the energy of the city. Is some people want to make money and become powerful, and some people actually want to do good.
yeah.
Those are called nonprofit.
You met that person?
Nonprofits.
That person?
Yeah, that's it.
You met that single person?
I met that
Good.
single mom.
That's- Yeah, there is.
No, you were talking. Yeah, no, it's funny because Kevin does the swords and stuff, and I watched a guy stick a chair between all the swords, and Kevin just backed up. Yeah.
Well, do you remember that time? The time, because he puts a bag over a woman's face. That's
A white bag, yeah.
Yeah, he puts a bag over and he juggles. But the audience is laughing, but he whispers like, "Hey, don't move. Don't worry about what they're saying. You're good. Just stand right here." Blah, 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 blah. Boom. And whoever this girl was freaked out and moved, and the fucking sword,
Oh,
it didn't go through, but it did. Ka-chak-ak. It hit her, and there was blood. Yeah, she's good.
Mr.
Dang
Woods,
on.
I have a question for you.
What's
What
that?
does it take to impress you? Because,
This
gosh darn,
podcast.
sir, There's
This
been some stories that you
podcast
just been
is-
nonchalant. Yeah, this guy's got a sword in his foot. You know, I'm
This-
taking
this-
out Dave Chappelle, saw a pendulum. Like, yeah.
Now, this is, man, driving out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just over the hills and through the woods.
To grandmother's house we go.
Did you go through the old Virginia wine country?
I guess I did. I came from 95, like coming up from Richmond, 95. And then they got off at exit 133. So I think it would have been longer but faster to go 64 to 81, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because you've been, but this was like, just riding.
You gotta watch the deer and shit.
Well, are we close to Danville?
Danville's in
about 3
the
hours.
southern
It's down,
part.
yeah, that's like southwest.
Yeah,
That's almost North Carolina.
Yeah, I was going to Danville one time, man, and something.
That's a good sound effect.
Yeah, I had a Volvo at the time.
Do you remember that band Camp
You were safe.
Low? Do you remember the hip hop group Camp Low? Lucini, what? You know, Lucini dripping from the sky. Let's get rich, what? Do
So you gotta watch out. He was born in D.C. Sometimes I
Okay.
don't know what he's talking about.
It was in the Billboard Top 100.
But are they like soul coughing and stuff like that?
They were one hit wonder, but amazing. No, but also an amazing underground hip hop group. They were called Camp Low.
They used to play at places like 930 Club.
Yeah, Lucini was
Boom
their
Shack.
and they're from Danville.
Yeah.
And Danville is actually the first place in Virginia to have a casino.
Yeah, that's opening up
They
soon.
have a casino?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
there's
this
a
man
theater
got
down
it.
there's a theater down in Casino, a performing arts theater that I book comedy shows at. And he's all bragging about, the casino will open and my business will get better. And I'm like, no, they're going to put you out of business. And like, but yeah, they're opening. Not is it a Sands or is it a?
I don't
I don't
know.
remember.
I catch those snippets real quick. Like when I'm taking a bong hit and my phone's like, "This is what you think you should look at."
Well,
and I
yeah.
look at it, I'm like, "Oh,
You need a bomb
Hey.
hit if you're in Danville.
But check it out.
Some of the coolest people I met in college were from Danville.
But they didn't stay there.
Well,
no.
One of the coolest guys I know from the military, his name is Warren Jiggets, and he's from Danville.
Nice.
But can I finish
Warren
the
Jiggets
Danville
of Danville.
story?
Yeah, Danville.
Yes,
Let's go.
okay. We're
Going
driving.
down
When you
Danville.
drive, it's like something went in the middle of the night, right into my grill. I had a Volvo, like that. That's what you're. And as you're driving, you still hear like a flipping, flapping, right? But get to the hotel. Yeah, fuck it. Park, go in, do the show. Next day, I'm going to what's it called? Greensboro. Not Greensboro, but before Greensboro. I can't think of it.
Greenville.
Winston-Salem.
Went boom, yeah, Winston-Salem. So you drive, but in that I'm like, get in the car and I can hear still that flapping, like fuck, because at first glance you think like maybe some trees or something like that, and the guy from the hotel said, "Hey," and pulled it. It was a bat,
Oh,
like a bat.
how's a
like
bat sound again? This shit is wild, man.
He was. But when he hit, it was.
Oh man, I never hit a bat before.
I don't think
I hit a vulture.
Basically,
months
I guess
ago.
I didn't hit him
What?
because of his little radar.
Oh yeah.
That's why he got stuck. Like the car didn't hit him. I don't know.
Oh, I
But
see.
he was stuck in the grid. It's a Volvo. You guys know what a Volvo is.
Yeah, it's a very safe car, made in Sweden.
Oh, I thought we were
but
talking about the.
They don't have the grid
something
no
else.
more. This is an old one, and it just got right there. But he was in there like halfway in his wing. Good. You just turn up the music. So I don't want to hear it. but he was a whole bat. Let's
See, your style of comedy is funny as shit, man. You just take a sound effect that we're not gonna expect and just start messing with me on these headphones, man. That shit had me lunching for a second. Yeah, out of nowhere.
That's good.
All right, so man, we're about to do this. I'm gonna give you some time to get your brain right before you get out here and.
All right.
And
This
do-
is probably
do
the
your
most
thing.
exciting podcast I've ever done. In Winchester, I'm saying,
In
no,
Winchester,
this is
Virginia.
fucking- yeah, fuck Joe Rogan's experience. Yeah, this shit right here, man. Fuck
Hey, you
that
heard it
shit.
here first.
If Joe hear this shit, he gonna say, man, I'm gonna have to shut operations down. This is the shit right here. Fuck that. Joe's like, man, I'm gonna stick to
Yo,
commentating.
I caught Joe Rogan at I think it was the Lincoln Theater. It was 13, 14 years ago, right? And I was on probation at that time. I don't care. I'll talk about this story now. And I smoked a blunt for the first time, and I took it to my face, and I sat and I was 3 rows up from him, and I was laughing so hard that he was like, this guy is having the time of his life. And the unfortunate part was that the people I was with were total sticks in the mud. He was like, I'm going to the bar after this. And the guy seems like he was legit about it. So I wanted to go, and I never made it happen. If he ever comes out this way, please bring him to the monument. We'll cover his entire tab. We'll put him up at the George Washington, whatever it takes. But
Wait, I got his picture.
Well, wait. What I like about Chris is every story starts out with, so I was smoking a blunt, and
And DC can't be doing that. You can't be smoking everybody's weed, man. Mess around.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, man.
I bring my own to the. I was told early that you bring either or to the party, or both, and that was done by Thurston Howell III, which is one of my favorite underground hip hop artists.
Oh, like not the guy from Gilligan.
Well, it was Thurston, and it was done. But you know the guy who was Victor D. Jesus, and he was a producer for MTV for a little while too. Awesome artist, Skillion's Island, Skillionaire.
My manager, Jason Steinberg, used to date Tina Louise's daughter.
I have no idea what that means.
You win.
man.
You win.
Okay, Tina.
I don't know what's going on right
Of
now.
all
Okay.
the things that happened, I was like,
Well,
yeah.
Tina Louise is Ginger
Ginger on
on Gilligan's Island.
Oh.
Real quick, so you have a gentleman that's going to be performing tonight by the name of Greer, yeah?
no, he won't be here.
Oh, bummer, because so I did a little bit of homework.
And you see Greer, he was
He was on one of the most formative influences on my social life in Living Color. Yeah, in Living Color.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna say. See, I pulled it
he
up
was
on
on
my
Living
phone
Colour.
because Joe Rogan, he's got an engineer who would have pulled it up. But this, fuck that.
that's your job,
He's-
bro.
Man, listen, don't let these guys know. Listen, that's Greer right there. He's the one who
That
said.
was great.
He's the one who said, "Why would you take a what do you say? Why would you take a gun to a children's hospital?"
On the Joker.
Yeah.
And the joke, yeah.
The name was Haha the Clown. That was the name on the IMDb.
On In Living Color, yeah.
No. On this
The Joker.
in
Oh.
Joker,
Oh.
he's known as Haha the Clown.
I haven't
And
seen
then,
Joker, so.
I'm looking for Joe Rogan.
Yo, he's pretty easy to find, man.
I
Like
believe you.
the algorithm on my phone
You
makes
found it?
him show up a lot.
You found him? Did you find him?
I can find your podcast with them.
No. That I wanted to show you the picture that we took together after the podcast.
Oh, yeah, you can find that.
Do you guys ever wonder whose cowboy outfit this is hanging on
Yeah,
the
whose
wall?
is that, man?
Whose is that?
That's dead guy.
It's that guy's.
Is that your cowboy outfit?
What I
dude?
like is you think we noticed.
My cowboy's outfits at my house.
I think it's funny that you thought we noticed that there was a cowboy outfit hanging there.
Yeah, why is there a cowboy outfit hanging in here, man?
We're in a vault, and you're worried about a cowboy outfit. I mean, there's a big vault next to us.
Doesn't that make a point of interest that there's a cowboy outfit in here?
Tony, I was on staycation this week. I'm like, what's up?
Don't
with
worry
this?
about it, man. Cause I'm looking for the picture of me and Joe. I was gonna show you, man. And like,
This
you
can
know,
get- this
Joe.
can-
Joe's a big game hunter, so he
All right.
like
Real quick, I had a funny one for you.
I'm back.
So I smoked 3 blunts, and I was.
there you go.
I did. That was for you. That was for you.
Well, thank you, dear.
So it was in like 1998. I was out in New York. My brother lives. I have a lot of family that lives in Manhattan, and we went by Dangerfields,
Which is
And-
gone.
Yeah, but of
Is
course,
it?
and
Yeah, closed.
and Rodney Dangerfield standing up front, and I
This
said,
is a good story.
"Oh my God, it's Rodney Dangerfield!" And Rodney Dangerfield looks me dead in the eye, and goes, "Oh my God, it's Rodney Dangerfield!" And that was like that was the entire story, and I was just like,
That's a
"Oh
great
my
story.
God."
I went to see Carlin at one of the local universities here, and my at the time whoever I was with, we were standing outside, we were just hanging out, and some guy comes over and asks if we have a light, and I'm like, "Oh no, man, I don't smoke." And then he turns around and walks away, and then I stopped and went, "Oh wait, that was Carlin." Like,
boom.
this is before comedy, so I had no
wild.
idea. Yeah.
Dude, Yo.
I'm looking for Joe
And
Rogan.
are you going? Are you doing work with Louis C.K.?
I did work with Louis C.K. on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yo, let me tell you,
It's
if
so
you
awesome,
next
dude.
next
This
time
guy
you
just floats around the world with funny ass people.
I know some people.
I absolutely.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's
man.
Bill Burr.
Oh my God, that's you and Bill
You
Burr.
said it's
Oh
Bill
my
Burr.
God,
That's
you and
hilarious.
Bill Burr.
That's Bill Burr.
I knew that
Oh
guy.
fuck, no, that's Dave. I was pulling up to being Bill Burr.
You know that Bill Burr and Dave have never been seen in the same place at the same time, so maybe.
Really? So if I show you the picture, you'd be like, "What the fuck happened?"
I thought maybe Bill Burr was just David Chappelle in blackface. I don't know.
Oh, that's always good.
Joke. I
look,
thought that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke, but it was close.
Wow.
that's Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, and me.
All again, very.
Is that no? That's
Casual.
Donnell Rollins. My bad.
I'm rich, bitch.
Yeah, that's Bill in the middle. That's me with the shirt on.
Dude, all these comedians that you network
could,
with,
Tell you how good this podcast is. I'm fucking loving this shit. I'm showing,
and they
I'm
definitely.
I'm looking for some pictures, man. Like, yeah, this is dope.
So I saw Louis C.K. in Baltimore on New Year's Eve. I think I gotta look. It was like 12, 13 years ago. But he was so nice. He ended up running until 15 minutes to midnight. He originally was supposed to be done at 11:30. He went until 11:45 and was like, "Fuck." And it was at a place in Baltimore where you're like not close to any other bars or whatever because, it's like in Baltimore. And then he went on and did 45 more minutes of material and then got off at around like 12:30, 12:45, and you can still get drinks in Maryland till 4 o'clock in the morning. It was so awesome. So next time
That was New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve in Baltimore.
That was Tuesday.
Wait.
That's me and Louis.
He's
in
fucking with you on the
DC.
calendar now, isn't he?
I know, right? I was like,
See,
And you actually had to
do you
think.
see my simian brain?
And you
go,
had to actually think about
yeah.
it. You had to think about it. Like, wait, what is that? Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, a buddy of mine made this T-shirt for him. See, it's just Louis like telling jokes to DC, but it just has my name on it. But my buddy made the shirt for him. I was just fucking with you.
I feel like
I was
if a comedian comes to DC, Tony, I feel like you're the one that has the cosign that says
no,
you can come through.
I just take him out and we hang out.
Nah, that's Irwin's
If
job.
I'm in town.
Well, we
hang out.
when we were down at the Comedy Loft. What was it? That was a few weeks ago, like in December.
TJ Miller.
Well, no, with Faison.
Oh yeah.
That was so funny because we were both. I was performing at the Comedy Loft, and Faison was upstairs. I was downstairs.
You guys
so
know Faison, right? Big Worm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I go upstairs. to hang out with Faison. All of a sudden,
Are you
Tony
messing
walks
with
in,
my emotions, Tony?
and then Tony starts, and then all that who's start walking in, because wasn't who else? Somebody else came in with you.
TJ Miller.
TJ Miller came in with you, right? And it was just funny because all of a sudden the green room is packed with all these guys.
Speaking
all
of
these-
green, TJ Miller is Flim from the commercial Mucinex.
He's the angry Flim.
He's Flim. He's
That's
gotta
fucking great, John.
You're not gonna last for 3 hours.
But it was just so funny because Faison's sitting there. I'm sitting there with Faison. We're smoking cigars. Tony walks in, starts smoking cigarettes, and then the woman that was hosting
Robin.
she got all pissed off that we were all in there. Like she's like, "I'm trying to get ready to get on stage. What are you guys doing?" We're like,
And then she forgot the opening comedian, the other comedian's name.
"That was what's his name?
That was Dick Gregory's
Dick Gregory's son." Yeah,
It's like, guys.
that was so funny. We're all. It was so funny to be sitting there and just have
Because
the
Robin-
who's who walk in the door. You know.
Robert Montague's over the
Robert
top.
Montague,
She's
right.
like, what the fuck is his name again?
Yeah, she's an old
I'm
Def
like-
Jam
like,
comic too.
Yeah, she used to be. She was in the first movie Martin made with what's called Talking Dirty After Dark.
Okay.
She was, and her ex-husband was Pootie Tang.
What?
Saturday. What's this?
Yeah.
How did Russell get
Yo,
you
do
on
you-
Def Comedy Jam?
He knew a girl that I knew, and he
Because
called.
he was walking down the street,
No.
which is what he normally does. Then all of a sudden, he's just hanging out with
Dude.
Queen Elizabeth. He had
Dude,
a little-
This is me
little-
not knowing how
little
much
tea.
juice Russell Simmons has.
Yeah.
Russell Simmons, not like a booking person. Russell Simmons called my command. Right, this is one stationed down at Camp Lejeune. He didn't call.
That's hilarious.
Do you have any
You were
interest in a
this is-
class action
oh my
lawsuit?
God.
Nah, man, because you don't get the money unless you fucking sick. So let's see it.
This is a true story.
That was a bad joke. I told.
No, that's okay, man. For real. I mean, you go. I was there at that time. They go and they do tests on you. Like, you're good. What? Yeah. So anyway,
Are you?
so they got the front desk, and then they got the XO's office or the CO. But at our place, the XO was there. CO just popped in. But so they said Woods laid to the front desk. You have a phone call. I go up to the front desk and they go like that. Like they just go, okay, you couldn't see that. I said, he's in there, but you just mouthed it. And before you go in there, tighten up, because my uniform kind of casual. Button your shirts, whoop, whoop, because we were in like Navy, we were like neckties and all that, and my necktie was kind of like
In the Navy.
You're looking sharp though, right?
yeah, I was looking sharp, but my necktie was kind of around my head. so boom, because I worked back in surgery, I need anyway. So boom, and so I went in, and I said, I just walked in. He goes, like tilted his head, like, oh, ooh, permission to come aboard. That even though we're not on the ship, you still have to do that and salute.
Right.
Down there. And he says, you have a phone call. He's right there, like, okay, well, like I was thinking I could transfer this. He says, no, take it right there. And he sat there like he was doing something and spoke on speakerphone. And Russell Simmons says, I'm doing a show on HBO, blah, 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 blah. He says, yeah.
What?
Yeah, and he says, we realize you're there. And he says, you can come a day early and stay the rest of the week. And as an added bonus, we're going to throw you on Caroline's Comedy Hour. So you'll tape that. He's just get yourself acclimated with New York City. I'm like, I want to go, yeah, but if somebody go, you can. And then I said, so where I think I said I can stay at my dad's. He said, no, we have accommodations for you. You'll be staying at the Millennium Hotel, blah, 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 blah. And the CO did like he was reading something and just his eyebrow went up like that, boom. And he says, I'm a producer. He says, you probably know my brother. He's a rapper. I'm like, whose brother's not a rapper? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
His name's Run.
His name is no, he didn't say Run. He said his real name. Like whatever. What is Run's real name?
Excuse me, hurry, Rev Run.
No, before he
Yo.
but he says my little brother is a rapper. He's in a rap group. We probably Run DMC. I'm like,
Joseph Simmons.
yeah.
high.
I'm like,
Yo, they're
yeah.
hard
He said
as
my
hell.
little brother Joey.
Good
That's
job,
what he said.
good job.
My little brother Joey.
Ask
My little brother
anybody.
Joey's a rapper. Okay, whose little brother's not a rapper? Anyway,
That's crazy, man.
and he
But you
said-
know what? Back when that happened,
Yeah.
not everybody's little brother was a rapper, right?
Yeah.
But
But it's-
now, yo.
A lot of people's fathers are rappers.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's
so it's
different.
so- and he-
That's so different.
and he
Some
says-
people's grandparents are rappers. Snoop Dogg.
Look at how old skateboarders are now.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like you see guys at the
Stem
skate park
cell-
with gray beards. Like,
Stem cell
yeah,
therapy
yeah,
is
boom, shack.
helping these people out.
And
Yeah, man, we're the pioneers of seeing what it looks like
Yeah.
when transgender people retire and seeing what it's look like when people that are super tatted like Chef are 88 years old. That's just gonna be wild.
I'm 88 right now.
Don't worry about it, man.
You know what I mean?
When then you get old and then the pictures turn into other things. Like a map. You know how they fold a map out like on Raiders of the Lost Ark and it look like one thing and then they pull out like what?
I love
Tony,
the
this has
fact-
been a great birthday week,
You
dude.
do-
I
you
just
do
turned
know-
40.
You know he did not finish the story. I just want to make sure you just.
I'm
story?
listening still.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's the
then-
Keep
story?
going,
All right,
man.
And then
So
he-
Russell
and
Simmons.
Then he says you're gonna come to New York, and I'm like, all right. And then the XO says that's a great opportunity. I'm like,
Yeah, no
thank
shit.
you. I'm like, yeah, but he says I can't believe that you suggested that you would stay at a relative's house. He says me and my wife, because they go to New York and they go see plays and stuff like that. And this is when is this, like 90? Like 1990. And he says the cheap rooms are $300 a night. And he said I heard him say sweet for a week. Like boom.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was like boom. And so I didn't know who Russell. I know who Russell is now.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
I should go get ready for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Tony, thank
This
you
is
so
the-
much. As I was
Man,
saying,
thank
dude,
y'all for
We
letting
could
me-
talk
This is
all
crazy.
night with you guys.
we
This is
gotta-
awesome.
It's 6:00.
we gotta entertain them.
We gotta make it happen. Hey, what's the name of the podcast again?
No concession sessions.
No Concession Sessions, best podcast in a safe. Y'all got it on lock, literally.
That's right, dude. Hey, people need a safe room these days. We got it for them, buddy.
We'll see you guys tonight at the
Monument.
The Monument.
Monument
Yeah.
Theater.
Yeah, showtime 7 p.m.
Okay.
Tony, thanks for
Yeah.
coming, dude. This is super cool. I appreciate it.
My man. Thanks, man. Boom.
It's not just the new venue in town. It's a monument to live entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
The Monument, the new premier concert and event venue in Winchester. 2 stories, state-of-the-art sound, delicious food and drink, and the best in live events. The Monument, on the corner of Loudon and Piccadilly in Winchester, and right at the cutting edge of live entertainment. Go to themonumentva.com. That's themonumentva.com for events, tickets, special offers, and more. The Monument. We'll see you at the next show.